Hello my lovely friends, welcome back for another video. I am talking about my 7 top must-have items for the second trimester. If you missed my first trimester survival tips and things that I love to use to just get by, then go and watch that video. If you're new around here, my name is Sandy-Kaye. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. If you're not new, and let's dive right into these tips. And also, sorry about the weird lighting that the blinds are doing right now. First thing is my pregnancy pillow. If you don't have one, I don't know how you're still sleeping good. I'm in my 3rd trimester, currently 30 weeks along, and I'm still sleeping great, and I think it's because my pregnancy pillow, and fingers crossed that continues. But anyway, mine wraps all the way around me. I put a pillow, part of it between my knees, so I have better alignment, and it just helps my hips and back and everything feel so supported. Item number 2 may not be that glamorous, but the belly band. This one you can tell is really wearing out now because it's my 3rd pregnancy. This one's Kia Babies, the brand on that, but it's worked great. I am out of breath. But yeah, this part goes in the front, and I know Velcro sometimes gets a little itchy. That's my only complaint, so I usually just have a tank top or something under, and then I'm good to go. If it's your first pregnancy, you might be able to get away with starting to wear it in your 3rd trimester. But if you're running, you like running like I do, I highly recommend you get one and have that extra support as your belly's growing. Even around the 20th week mark is when you might start wearing it. So yeah, if I were to go out on a run, I could not do it without a support belt. My 3rd thing or tip is a few exercises or stretches that have totally relieved, basically limited any back pain. I haven't really had any, fingers crossed again, but the ones that I recommend, well, for your pelvic floor, I do Kegels, and how my midwife told me to do it is 10 quick ones, 10 3-second hold ones, and then 10 elevators of going 1 to 5, slowly holding tighter and tighter, and then holding that tightness, and then slowly releasing all the way back down to 1, and doing those 10 times. So that's what I do every day, along with transverse abdominal breathing, which is basically, if you think of a corset, you're taking your core muscles and squeezing them in and holding them there, and I like to do a Kegel at the same time. And I'll usually, doing it against the wall is helpful with having your pelvis, making sure that your whole back is against the wall, that there's no like back gap. So just tucking your pelvis under, TA activation or transverse abdominal activation, what's it called, Kegel, and then holding that and then completely releasing. And I do that 10 times before bed as well. I usually do it lying on the floor with my knees at a 90 degree, and then I just pay attention to my back being pushed all the way against the floor. Make sure you've got the pelvis tilted. And then the last one is a nice stretch, the cat and cow, and you want to be careful with not like sagging your belly too much during the, what would that be? The cow portion, where you're hanging your belly, like not to overextend, but just let your belly, you know, your back kind of be neutral. And then you can also do another Kegel while you're doing the cat portion and tucking your pelvis under and kind of doing another TA activation. So those ones are great and have really helped minimize any back pain for me. Number 4 is having a regular exercise routine, doing whatever you love. I'm going to link below the free prenatal program that I've done with my last pregnancy and then this pregnancy now, and it has been a game changer because when you have 2 other kids and you're pregnant, like the last thing on your mind that you want to be thinking of is like, hey, am I doing like back today? Am I going to work my core, like legs? Like, what am I doing? It's just easy, lined out, and it's like 5 days a week, something to do, but 2 or 3 of the days is more cardio based, whether it be a walk or a run, and I like to alternate with swimming and biking as well, and then the other days is more strength based for legs and upper body and core and everything. So I will link that. Her name is Ashley Keller, and she is a personal trainer and is just well qualified, and it's awesome to be able to have safe workouts that you know are not gonna further make you have diastasis recti or anything like that. My fifth thing is having 100 grams of protein a day if you can, really striving for that, and then having a fruit and or a vegetable at every snack or meal. You may hear my son waking up. I'm gonna hurry and try and get through this. Protein is so important in general, but especially in pregnancy, and it's also great for the satiety factor of helping you feel full longer. So definitely protein is one I look at, and then if you can get a fruit and vegetable in whenever you can, it's also great. My sixth item is rosehip oil. I have used coconut oil, and I did in this pregnancy for pretty much my whole first and second trimester, but like around the 20-ish week, you know, whenever you're starting to get bigger and you're feeling it stretchy, and especially if you're feeling itchy, rosehip oil is amazing. I completely don't have itching when I have used it. I just lather it on all over my boobs, on my belly, on my hips, on my inner thighs. I just put it everywhere, and it's always worked wonderfully for me. And again, there's no magic potion or lotion to not make you have stretch marks, because you know there are genetic components and things like that. My seventh and final thing is to read. Reading is free for the most part if you have a library, or you can just go on Amazon. You can also find used books, but my favorite reading material in all my pregnancies has been this Mama Natural Week by Week guide, and also Ina May Gaskin's Guide to Childbirth. I'm now in the middle of reading this one, like 50 pages in. Has some beautiful birth stories, especially if you're planning on going unmedicated. That's really a lovely book to read. And then a third one that I don't have with me right now, my son's getting louder, real quick. The third one is the Bradley Method book, and I do love that one as well. Has some great information there, even if you don't completely practice the Bradley Method. And that's again more like if you're going unmedicated, you would that book would be extra helpful. Anyway, that's everything for today. I hope these 7 items, tips have been helpful for you and will help you in your second trimester. And I hope you just soak up this lovely sweet spot of pregnancy when it is quite enjoyable. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.